should be just about everything taken care of. Alright, here we are again with more building. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I swung around here, but been a couple busy weekends. That's no big deal though. What we're starting on this week is we're finishing up the issue 20 from last week. So we've got the left front fender and some of the wiring covers for the inside of the frame here that we'll eventually be putting some of these wires onto so they don't get in the way. So that is what, issue 74. So here we go here. With that, right now, it's just look like I'm flying solo right now. So, you know, that's fine. I've got you guys right here. Let's, hopefully we can keep each other entertained a little bit. By the way, Striker of the Black Pants Legion here, and we are continuing construction on the Eagle Moss Ecto-1 model replica. 1/8 scale, I think, 1/6 scale. It's going to be big, too big. So let's open this one up here and see what all we've got. Still got most of our stuff there from last week. No big deal. These builds just always have a lot of little parts in them, that's all. Always have a lot of little parts in them. So I'll be streaming for a couple hours a day. Probably about 10 to noon, new time slot for the channel, just because most of the time my afternoons get a little bit busy and I might not have been able to make the time I was originally scheduled myself. So, but, I mean, I usually wake up early, so it's not that big of a deal for me. Ooh, that is nice looking. So basically, we're just taking fender and just putting the side rim on. Will be where that sits right there. Only just a couple of, what are we putting here? We're putting the BMs in this one, so I'll put those aside, grab the BMs. You know what, we'll even take out wire holders from here and we'll put that right in the tray. That way we just get rid of this plastic tray that everything came in. And hopefully we won't lose really much of anything like we did last week, so. Luckily, last time, but I mean, we didn't lose anything last time, but those springs really flew, though, didn't they? And that was a bit of a panic fest in of itself, though, if you ask me. So, let's just get a couple out here. Get those, one more screw, there we go. No, I'm going to go ahead and take these off because it's easier to see things up close for me without my glasses on. Currently, and grab one of the Phillips. And stop. Look at that, I spoke too soon. It should be here somewhere. It didn't go that far. Well, that's why they gave us extras, I suppose. We'll get that third extra one in a second here. Even though I got more BMs anyway from the last kits. So it's not like I'm short on screws. It's not like I'm going to be short on screws. And also, I'm trying a little bit of a new, better, different camera position than I did last week. Maybe get things a little bit closer and try and, well, again, I say last week, but it's actually been a couple of weeks since I did this. Again, just trying to keep the picture closer for you guys, a little bit better of an idea of what I'm working on. Maybe actually turn things around a little bit. There we go, get those started. Let's get that last one out. Where are the BMs at? That's RM. I just saw it. Here it is. Here it is. What do people do if they... Well, they probably just have to panic and hope for the best. They get rid of their extra hardware if they throw them out after each kit. I've got all the extra screws and everything saved up from all the other kits I've built so far in this. So I'll have a lot left over in case I don't get a shipment of screws or I end up losing like just all of them for whatever unforeseen reason. Alright, let's go ahead and just tighten all these up now. For those of you Yeah, I hope this is all coming through, actually. It looks like it is, so fingers crossed, I guess, right? There we go. Yeah, look at that. That's looking pretty nice right there. All right, we'll go ahead and set that there. And the next one will be these little wire holders. And let's go ahead and move that guy out there. Pick this up. And what side is this on? That's going to be probably, yeah, driver's side, right? Yeah, left front. And that's this side right here. So, move the tray up for now. Those out of the way. And there we go. Now, where do these sit at? Recover. The model's body frame, fasten to the frame. Wait, how? Oh, I see. Okay, so that faces down like that. And the bolt goes in there, and then do they sit here? No, they sit up in this one. Okay, so that's where they're going to go. That's where those go. All right. Oh, we got a new follower. Let's see if I can't find that out here. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Fogmind. There we go. Set that down right there. And move that over. And we'll just grab that. That's the long screwdriver. What happened to the other one? It's probably right in front of me. Yeah, there it is. Hiding in front of me. Right in plain sight, wasn't it? So we'll go ahead. Let's get that one done with first. Come on. Don't do that to me. There we go. Well, why do they have me put them in like that one? Oh, well. Put the bolt through. You know what? I mean, there's plenty of room in there, so what we'll do is we'll start the bolt in the hole, then we'll hook the wire holder right in there, because that's got a fancy little hook right there, so it should make this pretty easy. Yeah, just like that. And then let's use the tweezers and hold this kind of up straight. If we can just hold it, period, I think is what we should aim for first. And come on, you grumpy pumpy. Into position, and there we go. Hopefully that will work in there. Actually, all right, fine. Let's get the new longer screwdriver, see if that might be a difference. Okay, you know what? This is odd. Let me go ahead, because chat's not working properly at the moment. So let's go ahead and stop that. And we can do a reload here? Yeah, we can do a reload. Let's try that. There we go. Okay. I was ignoring you guys if you guys were trying to talk to me, but oh, come on. Apparently my phone was not connecting to chat properly to have you guys open. There we go. No, this is not an RC car. Yeah. I mean, I really don't use the app that much, but no, this is not an RC car. This is a. It's probably the scale model of an RC car, but no, this is the Eagle Moss Ecto-1. It's about a 1/6 scale model, I think. So it's going to be pretty big comparatively to most other models out there. Well detailed, though. I don't have a tap set. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that tightened it. All right, let's see if I can just move that into a better. There we go. Yeah, it's moved into a better position there. There we go. There, that's in place. Let's go ahead and move that out of there because that's just poking out of the wheel well a little bit. There we go. There we go. And now we've got just the other wire harness. But like I said, I didn't mean to ignore you guys for the past, 10 minutes or what. Oh, jeez, of course, that one's right behind the hood mechanism here, which actually does seem to be a little loose for whatever. And see, this is what I was talking about last time I was building. Like, it would have been easier to put these wire holders on before putting all of this in here. Yes, it does have lights and sound. I don't have a contact mic right now, so I really can't get the microphone up by the speaker to let you guys hear. But at the very least, what I could do, though, is if I just go over here, find the switch. There it is back here somewhere. Under the vehicle. I said under the vehicle. There it is. We do have lights going on, like these LEDs will most likely be going inside the light bars on top of the vehicle. We've got a dome light for the inside of the vehicle. The headlights light up. When you push down on the brake, the tail lights actually go on. So yes, it will have lights and sound. Or I should say, it does have lights and sound. They are already hooked up. Got the majority of the mechanisms right here in this wonderful spaghetti wiring of noodles and everything. And what is that switch for? Ooh, let's find out. Let's see what that does real quick. If I flip that. Oh, that turns the blue lights on and off. Okay, okay. That will be somewhere interesting. Where did I leave off on? Oh, right. I left off on the wire harness. But yeah, the lights and sounds aren't all that bad on the system. Oh, thank you, Data Smith, for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Go, have that in place. I just hope I'm not cross-threading this now with the positioning of the bolt in the hole it goes into, because it's not straight across. And if you know anything about, you know what, I might as well just solve my own problem though, shouldn't I? Because it's not like I can't reattach these. Watch this, I won't be able to reattach these. What am I working on? I am currently working on the Eagle Moss Ecto-1 model kit. It's going to be about maybe I didn't want to do that exactly. It's like a 1/8/1/6 scale model replica of the Ecto-1 from the Ghostbusters movie. And she's going to be pretty big. She's already pretty heavy too. I mean, just the weight alone, because most of this is die-cast metal. And a lot of it's just put in place, kind of don't necessarily want to say plug and play, but like a lot of little bolts and everything you use to put everything into place and secure various positions on it. Oh, we got another follow. Thank you for the follow there, Yuri Orlov. Welcome to WBPL 76. The UHF channel they don't want you to know about. There we go. That worked. Okay, like I said last time I was streaming, there's a lot of stuff they could do with rearranging in the instructions, which was like attaching the hood mechanism after getting on these wire harness. That way I can get directly at, a nice straight across to the screws without, and then be in a falling bad place. Alright, now I gotta try and get this back into place. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Line the holes up. I say, we want you to know about this, but, the TV regulators probably don't want you to know about this. Again, we're the UHF channel they don't want you to know about. So kick off your sneakers and sit around for a while. We've got it all. Well, I'm glad we're something you can do, since your raid was canceled. Sorry to hear about the cancellation, but hey, you're welcome to hang out with us. We've got actually a pretty loaded up Saturday, it looks, just looking on the schedule. I'm going to be here for a couple hours. I'm going to be here till about noon Eastern time, so that's still about, a good hour and a half of me you have to deal with. Then at about, I think... Uh-oh. I got my bolts mixed up. Yeah, I got my bolts mixed up. But yeah, we got a pretty packed Saturday. If you got nothing better to do, go ahead and stick around. There's going to be about an hour or so gap between me and I believe Foxy will be coming on after this at about 2 o'clock Eastern. They'll be playing more BattleTech. I've actually got not necessarily a charity event, but I actually do have a Ghostbusters event to go to, funny enough. Out in Meat Space. I've done various activities over the past few years with a couple of different ghostbusting groups just here in where I live at. I've done that for a few years. Met some nice people. Matter of fact, I think I secured that a lot better than it was on here originally, actually. With that rework. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. So, that's it for this issue. Slight recap of what we did this past issue was we got the hood mechanisms and everything put on. Let me just bring that up to the camera there. Got all that put on. We attached the hood to the body frame. And after that, we got the roof on. Plugged this hole in the roof. And we just did the fender now. So, with that issue out of the way with, go ahead and set that off with the rest. Let's go ahead and move things back around. There we are. I'll set that off to the side. And now here we've got issue 21. All right, issue 21. We are working on the next fender. Wait, yeah. Do I have the wrong parts? No. Okay, no, there it is. There's 75. Yep. Right fender. Ooh, we'll eventually. Looks like we're actually getting to the windshield in this issue, so that'll be interesting. Okay, that's what we got here. Okay. Stage 75. Good day and welcome to stage 75. We've got some more, looks like chrome striping for the... No, actually, aside from just some shipping hiccups, which is all on Eagle Moss's side, everything is basically supplied to you in these kits, as you can see. Like, let me get the plastic off this. But no, I have not had to really do anything in and of myself that much. Only a couple of things I needed to do was I had to take a file to One Piece to kind of open up a hole so I can get something inside, and then I had to grab crazy glue because for whatever reason a hole was just a little too big to hold the part, so I just put glue on the part and just get right in place, and that solved that issue. But no, everything else is basically supplied to you. Like here in this current kit, we've got part of the chrome, which will just go right on the front of the hood there by the fender. Looks like we're going to be constructing the blue light that goes on the door. It supplies all the screws you'll need for that current kit. And then, yeah, it looks like that's going to be part of the handle for controlling the spotlight on the side. Now, that's not to say that there are some people out there that have done some mods for the kits. For example, the front vents here on the Cadillac, normally you wouldn't see bolts like that sticking out of it. That would actually be formed into the hood itself. So some people have made kits where you just take those off and then you just stick on adhesive vents for the front to make it look a lot more accurate. So no, I've actually had really no issues with losing anything supplied to me. So let's go ahead and bring this back out. I probably should have looked at the instructions first before I moved it all back. I don't want to cover that up. So, put that down. Of course, those are underneath BP screws. So that's the ones we'll need for this. Let's see here. EM. Oh, and if you guys just happen to hear like some tapping or bonking or something, I've had cardinals running into my back window for the past like 2-3 weeks. I don't know why. Maybe they're getting territorial. Maybe they're trying to scare me away from the nest, but it's just been almost nonstop with that. And yep, and they're starting up right now. So yeah, if I just kind of just start yelling randomly, I am either A, going insane, or yelling at the Cardinals. Both of which are highly acceptable answers. Usually it's mostly at the back window, but they have been known to at least once go up to the front window and just bonk, bonk, bonk constantly. I just saw the screwdriver. I'm probably going blind. You guys can probably see it. I can't see it currently. It's probably under the car. There it is. Look at that. I called it. Hang on. I'll just have the hood open like that. They're not necessarily violent, because, I mean, they're not, like, smacking into it like the seagulls from Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. From what I've read, they're basically just territorial, and if they're seeing the reflection in the windows, they're probably trying to scare off what they perceive as a potential threat to their territory. Or, as one thing Sir Hat of the BPL suggested, is that they may be just trying to get my attention to lead me away from their nest if they have indeed decided to build a nest on the property. I mean, they're not like buzzing and dive bombing me if I'm in the backyard or anything like that. They're not openly aggressive, so they might just be doing their best that their little hollow bones can do. Yeah, I don't think they're hurting themselves. It's just a hey, pay attention to me. Hey, pay attention to me kind of thing. I don't think they're actually trying to kill themselves. They're tome. All right, got that one in. Yeah. All right, 1, 2, and let's get that third one tightened in. Maybe they just want to be friends. They're just overenthusiastic to be friends. You ever considered that there, Yuri? Oh, that was simple enough. All right. Now, is there another piece in here? Recover the chassis selection of your model. Well, unplug. Okay, so now this is going to be a big one. All right, so let's go ahead and move the tray out of the way. Let's get the body out. Because now, because I'm going to need to use the framing on this one too, I think. Because, I see what it's going for. I see what we're doing. Okay. Let's grab this piece here. Got a screwdriver. We're going to need EM screws. Because now, at the very least, as interesting as this is going to sound, is since we're getting close to putting a door on, we're going to be using one of the door triggers because, yes, there are 5 separate door triggers on this that when you open a door up will trigger the dome lights when you have those selected. So here's the chassis. Does it say which one I need, though? That's the question. Because they are actually decently labeled as far as what wires go to where. 66G it looks like. And let's see. That's MU. Okay. First flying away in the bully's bark, woof woof slobber. Well, you know what? Maybe it's both then. But maybe I'm just looking for G. Let's see if we can find just G. Let's accidentally plug their J's and if you come to the channel looking for wire management, look away now because this is just a horror show I can imagine for you. Yeah, M. It's U. Yeah, because the oranges are door triggers, I think, yeah. Maybe it is supposed to be just this one right here. Oh, 66G marked with you. Yeah, so I was looking at the right one. Which is indeed this one right here. But yeah, let me just get that unplugged. But yeah, like, for all lights and sounds, they've got everything labeled here. One side's labeled you, the next side's labeled you. That way you can just put that all together. And for easy wiring, you don't have to guess where anything goes. It's all pretty much labeled out and even measured out as far as distances go. All right, let's go ahead and set the chassis back. All right, that just felt. Yeah. No, Eagle Moss, so far from what I've experienced, have done a really Uh-oh. Oh my god. Has done a really good job of keeping things organized and well labeled. And I just realized I made a big whoopsie doodle by moving the instruction manual. I made a giant whoopsie doodle because that was holding everything I needed on it. So when I moved that, I just freaking just spilled everything probably onto the couch here. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, here are the screws. Those are still good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's probably in the couch though, if I had to guess. Alright. You know, I'm going to take a quick commercial break here, see what I can find, and who knows, maybe if you're lucky enough, you can hear me swearing in the background.
Dear viewer, we'll be back after these messages. Who wrote this stuff?
Get ready for thrilling action when evil unmen battle Swamp Thing. Who can stop them from destroying the Earth?
Swamp Thing!
Watch them turn into evil unmen to battle Snare Arm Swamp Thing.
You're no match for my mighty Snare Arm! But I am!
Is he doomed?
No, now I'm a different Swamp Thing! I'm BioGlow! The Earth is safe!
BioGlow and Snare Arm, each sold separately. Swamp Thing, guardian of the Earth.
My oven lets me watch cakes baking. My oven's the watch it bake oven, you see. I bake cakes and fudge and pizza too. No other oven lets me peek right through. What should we make next? We want ice cream and slushies too. Coming right up. Real ice cream and slushies. With the 3-minute ice cream maker, it's fun.
Ice and salt, milk and mix, and 3 minutes later,
Real ice cream.
watch it bake oven and 3-minute ice cream maker, each sold separately from Tyco.
Okay, next question. When peeling back the lid of a Jell-O pudding snack, you
Throw it away.
lick it. Okay, what one word best describes a Jell-O pudding snack?
Tasty.
Sorry. Squishy. Squishy. Final question now. To get the last bit of your Jell-O pudding snack, the proper utensil is...
Spoon.
Cool, creamy Jell-O pudding snacks.
The Shredder comes out with a furious attack. Michelangelo fires back with a left and a right, and you're in control. Now he's really kicking some shell. Oh, what a shot!
Oh, fun!
Dueling Dudes, a game of skill and action, part of the Team Turtle collection.
The Babysitters Club dolls are just for you. She watches Karen. They like to play. Softball's one of their favorite games. She likes to draw. When she babysits Jenny, they have a ball. The Babysitters Club dolls with accessories, each sold separately.
Fox just let the cat out of the bag. And this new sensation is the cat's meow. Meow! Be sure to watch Eat the Cat coming up next on Fox.
And now back to our regular program. Great writing.
All right, there we go. I found what I was looking for. Thank you. I hope you didn't mind that commercial break that I need to take. But hey, you know what? We do got to pay some bills now and again, right? Oh yeah, eat your cat. Cool, my God. Don't forget about Sharky the Shark Dog. I watch that show off and on again. The big thing that really comes to my mind when I think of Eek, not only Sharky the Shark Dog, but is also Piggy the Penguin. Shut up, Piggy. I think Piggy was played by Cam Clark. I can't remember. It's been years since I watched it. Okay. So where does this go then? I got that plugged in. And good morning, Exorcist. You just Ren and Stimpy, that was originally a Nickelodeon show. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, like look at that. That is just a light trigger for when the doors open and close. And I think, obviously this should go here on the doorway. but where is the question? Because I'm not seeing anything correspond to it. All right. And there's the bird. All right. Figure A, take the switch and place it in the recess by the left door frame in the middle of the body. I'm not seeing that. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to go here, but I don't have anything connected in there. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Big Bad Beetleborgs. That was another one of Saban's cash-ins on his own Power Rangers idea. Oh, it goes on this. It goes on this side. It goes on the inside, not the. It goes on the outside, not the inside. Aha! I figured it out, I guess. And then does that go? Okay, yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, it goes on the inside. Goes on the inside. All is well. Let's see if we can let you guys watch this. Turn that around. And then come on, I had it here. Here it is. Okay, yep. Yeah, it was. That was that little guy I had to look for. Luckily enough, it was not lost inside the couch. So hooray, hurrah for that. Hooray, hurrah for that, indeed. And that goes in the back. That will be sitting out like this. Okay, so. And, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of glad I actually got a chance to use that commercial break. Because that's something I've been working on the past couple of weeks is grabbing old commercials because, that's the stuff I grew up with and just really enjoy talking about what is now nostalgia television and cartoons and things like that. Like, we got one new guy in the Legion named the Snork, and I made a comment about his name the other night. He's like, wow, I can't believe someone else knows that. And yeah, of course I know about the Snorks. The Snorks were a creation. Again, I gotta look this up, but they were made in response to the popularity of the Smurfs. And I know Hanna-Barbera did the animation for it, but off the top of my head, I can't recall if the Snorks and Smurfs are creations of American Greetings, like I believe Strawberry Shortcake and Care Bears are. Well, no, Care Bears is Hasbro. But no, just properties like that. Okay, let's put it up like this. Properties like that were creations of, obviously, companies. Again, American Greetings had a few of theirs. Popples. That's right. American Greetings had Popples. Which also had, their own TV shows and, media like that. Can you show me the connector on the switch? Yeah, I'll show that up again. There, like I said, there's a trigger right there. And here's the connector for the wirings. The camera will focus in on that. But I mean, it's just a simple plug and go wire adaptation. Yeah. But yeah, again, the Snorks were just basically the underwater version of the Smurfs. And again, it's like, wow, I can't believe anyone else kind of recognized that. I'm like, hey, if there's anyone that's going to get references to old TV shows or toys, it's most likely going to be me. Because I have a vault of worthless knowledge stored within my head, But anything useful, such as things I needed to remember for school and tests, no. Alright, I was born. Thunderbirds and Stingrays. Well, so are you saying like that would be, think that was late 70s? Thunderbirds. Obviously, I know about the show, I just don't know when it originally aired, that's all. I believe Thunderbirds was about 70s, though. Alright, that should hold that in place. Yeah, it's not necessarily going to go anywhere. Let's see if we can just get this tightened up a little bit more. Oh, what I could have done is I could have moved this closer to the... Oh, well. Alright, let's see. Where are we going next here? Now it's having us... Alright, first unplug S. Alright, so we got to grab the frame again, unplug S, and then feed that along the body here. So... let's move over here. Stepping out of frame real quick. Yes, here it is. Look at that. Oh, that's one of the... Come on. There. We're up here in the front. That's one of the bigger ones here. I don't think there's any kind of... Come on. It's moving slowly. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's a dome light. Okay. There we go. Okay, Thunderbirds was 65. Okay, no, that's... I know the Thunderbirds were an older show. Yeah, it was marionettes. And that's basically what the guys that did South Park, but they based Team America World Police on those old shows like that. But yeah, like I said, I know of them. I just never really watched those myself either. Alright. So this... Let's see, taking... Oh yeah, taking care of the damaged wires behind. Yeah, pushing the left fender. Okay, so this will run along... So yeah, this just runs along here then, I guess. This will just run along in here, and then doesn't look like it goes up anywhere specific just yet, but if I had to guess, it probably will eventually come up and through here somewhere. And it just says attach, and we'll be attaching left fender, so let's be getting on that. Here it is. Left fender should just sit right in here. That was the 45. Okay, I still got about an hour left. That's fine. Oh, nope, come on. Is there a good place for it? No. Let's try and hold this in place here. Yeah, try and hold that in place here. And then we'll... That's fine, I can do that. And just, oh, that's an old table, it's fine. What bolts do I need for this? Let's find out together, shall we? 2 JMs on the frame, and then LMs on inside the hood. Okay. Okay. Hey, Cake Boss. Going pretty good. It's going a little bit better than it was a late stream last time I was on. We were having issues with the hood. Captain Scarlet, Thunderbird, Stingray. All right, so JM. Oh, good. JM and LM are right on top of each other. So let's go ahead and grab that. JMs will set right there. I guess we'll get those in first, since I grabbed those out first. And those are going to be these two back here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that one started beautifully. That started wonderfully. And then push that one right up in like that. There we go. And then move the tray. Set that down. Again, I gotta try and give you guys something to look at. And here are the LMs. We only need 2 of these. Put that there. Grab this. And these go in the sides, right about there. They are. Oh, that's gonna be a rough one to try and reach into. That didn't take. All right, let's try the other one first. That one took. And here's the other one. Let's go ahead, try and get up here in the front now. Oh. There we go. You know, I'm going to be honest, it's a little difficult trying to figure out what to put on Twitch when I do this stream, because, you know, they have just chatting, which I decided to do this time, which, you know, pretty much does describe what we're doing. I'm just chatting, working along, doing some IRL stuff while hanging out with you guys. But they really don't have anything for anything much outside of gaming, though. Like, there is nothing for just, like, model building or hobby general, you know? And you'd think they would. You think they might want to do something like that, you know? I mean, yeah, I guess you could always do like cooking simulator if you're in your kitchen and just, you know, making something along with your audience. But still. Art? Yeah, maybe I'll look into doing art then. I can see that. I might try that one next week when I stream. Let's get that. Hey, look at that. I think that did it. That seems pretty good on there. Hey, Grant. How you doing? As far as RC builds, no, I don't personally do RC. The closest thing to RC I've got are my model trains. But the one hobby shop that is by me, though, that I've gotten some of my rolling stock on. They are big on the RC models. They've got a lot of land, sea, and air RCs. So I've got mostly HO, but I have a couple of 00 engines. Who knows? Maybe uh-oh, the screw fell out. Not the end of the world. But yeah, HO is the most popular scale model here in the US and the UK. I'm not sure about Japan. If I had to guess, honestly, I think N scale might be more popular in Japan. But don't quote me on that. And that's fair, yeah. I've got, my dad's actually got some N scale models, which are pretty nice. But, I like HO because that's what me and my brother got years ago for Christmas one year, a couple of HO scales, and I really got to get those engines out of storage and add them to the collection. But right now, I've got 4 HO engines, one of them being the engine the Polar Express was based off of when they did the movie. While unfortunately the engine escaped the... Oh, that's where that screw came from. Unfortunately, that engine's number is escaping right now, but that engine is actually located in Michigan. And I've got that one. Then I've got a couple other engines. I've got a 260 engine, I think. But that one, I got to send that one back in for repairs because a washer under the... rods has bent, and that one can't run anymore. And then I've got like a 060 tank engine. And then I've got the larger engine, which is like a 462 steam. And then I've got another, I want to say 260 engine, and that one's got a smoke effect in it. I just got to put the liquid in there correctly to properly trigger the smoking effect. And then I've got an old American style 440 engine. And that is a 00 scale, which runs on HO scale track, but is a slightly bigger model size, so it doesn't really fit in scale with the other engines. But that one that was part of an old Hawthorne Valley subscription set that my parents got me for Christmas over, I think, the span of 10 years or something like that. So when I got that, and that's like my first big complete set that came with it came with the engine and its tender first. Then the first car came with the transformer for the set, and then each set afterwards came with different tracks for the scale, so I can set up a couple of different tracks with the track I got from that. But eventually, I would like to have a bigger setup for my trains and everything like that. And then, being the child I am, I updated my old toys, and I've got HO replicas of the 6 main Thomas engines. So I've got Thomas, Edward, Henry, because Henry's number 3, Gordon, James, and Percy. And maybe I'll share my models later on down the line. We'll see. But here's where we're at so far on the Ecto-1. We've got one fender connected, so as you can see, at least the driver's side's starting to come together now. Look a little more Cadillac-y, as Billy Joel would say. So you want to know by now. All right, next up we are making the spotlight. So let's go ahead and there it is. All that's over here. Set that down. And it's going to be almost as simple as taking... God damn it, Bert. Just taking this full set here and just pushing the blue into the spotlight. There we go, simple as that. And then next, it looks like, let's get the tweezers out because we got a little small little grabber here. This little guy will be fitting onto the back here. Did that just slide in there? It's supposed to just slide right on. Yeah. Oh, it just kind of sits in position there. Now I gotta use a bolt to hold in place. So we'll put those in that pocket there. That's gonna be an RP screw right here. Look at that, how nice. We'll just kind of build over the tray right now. If I had a better camera, I'd help zoom into where I'm actually working at so you guys get a better look. But right now, I have not such ability because I'm just using a webcam. Just a nice, simple little webcam. Nothing all that fancy. Wow, that is a small, tiny screw. Gosh. That is a runt of a screw. Holy smokes. Let's run it through that first. And you know what? We're just going to try and spin this into place first. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, that's Ecto-1. That was the first of Hasbro's crossover series. That is a Transformer based off of the Ecto-1, thus having it in the kind of, just help taking up some of the dead space on the table. But yeah, I want to say 2019 is when he was announced. They announced Ecto-1. All right, that seems to be pretty good in place. Maybe later on, maybe a little bit later on, I'll change him to the vehicle form so you guys can check that out. But yeah, they got Ecto-1 here, and after that, they reused the Optimus Prime Masterpiece 10 mold and gave him a nice Transformers. Let me go grab him actually. They gave him a nice Ghostbusters decoration there. Hasbro really used this Masterpiece Optimus for a lot of crossovers. Like there is an Ava Unit 1 coloration of him, I think, and just a whole bunch of other ones. It's a really solid version of Optimus compared to the first Masterpiece Prime they had. Gosh, I want to say back in 2005, maybe 6. No, probably 2005 for the 20th anniversary of the Transformers line, I think, is when they started to do the Masterpiece series. At least that's the best I can recollect. Anyway, alright, so then this... Oh! And this little button just goes right on the back to complete Spotlight so far. And then we just have the base and handle now that will eventually attach to the door. So I will need SP and another RP. So let's grab that SP out. Models, deep lore, and a guy just being a geek. That's what you're going to get when I'm on stream. Or at least on this stream. If I have to be co-hosting with anybody else, you'll probably still get deep lore and geeking out, but just not necessarily modeling, though. First off, the giant orange city was Autobot City, and it was retconned that later on part of that city was white because the Metroplex is part of that city. So, gotcha on that. That goes up like that. Okay, wait a second. How can that do that if... Oh, no, this one's first. Handles first. When they initially come out, the Masterpiece figures aren't god-awful expensive. At least I don't think. But some of them have been. Like, I'm not collecting every single masterpiece because, yes, that would be expensive. But I am collecting all of the Beast Wars masterpieces. And my god, for whatever reason, Tigertron was just absurdly insane compared to everybody else. I understand Megatron being fairly expensive because he's a large figure. Same with Dinobot, but I have no idea Tigertron was priced the way he was. Oh my goodness. Alright, take it easy there, Liqueur. Enjoy cooking with the children. Posture check. Alright, give me just 1 second. Let me just at least get this bolt in, and then we will do the posture check. Get the handle in there. And then, let's go ahead and just straighten myself out a little bit, do the Picard maneuver, and then sit back down. Yeah, I don't know, and Tigertron didn't really come, I mean, yeah, first off, Tigertron is basically a retooling of the Cheetor figure in most cases. Yeah, his head was a little, his head is different, he is a little bit bigger than Cheetor is, but as far as, like, the most complex accessory he had is the Megatron puzzle head. That was about it, and even then, that, only did a couple of little moves, and that was about it, so... Yeah, I don't know why Tigertron was so gosh darn expensive. But yeah, I've got, I think Soundwave might be getting, I wouldn't be surprised, but he might be getting another masterpiece, because Megatron, Optimus, and Starscream have all had 2 masterpieces. Optimus is actually is on his 3rd right now. They keep getting him closer to animation, to 80s animation accurate, which, I mean, if you're going for that, isn't bad. I think they really hit it on the head with Masterpiece 10, that look. It's possible that that could be possible because the Beast Wars line is popular, but not entirely popular. That could be it. But I mean, if they're just doing the basic cast for Beast Wars, I'll be collecting that because, I mean, in total there were 7 of each. 7 Predacons and 7 Maximals, up until we get to Transmetal 2. But, that will be something in and of itself if they decide to do that line. But I mean, the Maximals, you've got the original 4, Optimus, Rhinox, Rat Trap, and Cheetor. Then Dinobot came along when he swapped size. For Predacons, you've got Megatron, Scorponok, Tarantulas, Pterosaur, and Waspinator, everybody's favorite. And then after that, the Protoforms, you'll have Air Razor and Tigertron for the Maximals. Then you'll have Black Arachnia and Inferno for the Predacons. I enjoyed some of the Transmetal 1 looks. Transmetal 2 was alright. I didn't mind, did I get that upside down? No, I couldn't have. Impossible. Actually, probably is entirely possible that I got that upside down. Or this might not be deep enough. Who knows? Oh, no, there it is. That's how it sits. I like that he brought Dinobot back in Transmetal 2. I wasn't a fan of Transmetal 2 Cheetor's look. Hunchback, that's probably just how I sit, though, so... Yeah, they were really, I think they were just really experimenting with those lines. Okay, and that's... Yep, that's it for... That so far. Is that it for the... Yeah, that's it for the whole kit, I think? No, that's just it for that one part of the kit. Alright, yep, get that. Yep, go down there. Go down there with that one. Keys of Cybertron, are you talking about... that would have been the Cybertron series, part of the Unicron trilogy, back in the early 2000s, I believe, with Transformers Armada, Cybertron, and I forget what the third series called. Maybe it was just straight up called Unicron. But I know it was called the Unicron Trilogy. That, if it's a series we're thinking of, it was middling because it had a resting face. Because, like, I mean, if you go to the Transformers wiki, which is hilarious in and of itself with how they kind of label and describe everything, the same expression is used by the same Transformer to express 4 different expressions, and they're all just resting face. Maybe. All right. Looks like we're doing the right fender now, which I mean isn't going to be all that complicated as the right. As just the same, as simple as the left. Get the screws in, put them in, and on to the next. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. And drop that there. We can set this aside here, and let's move that on the tray. It might have been, yeah. That series came out when I didn't have access to the cable television, so only exposure I got to the Unicron trilogy was the Dreamwave comics, when Dreamwave had the licensing to do Transformers comics, which did help with that revitalization in the early 2000s. Say what you want about Pat Lee. I really didn't look into it, but I did not mind most of the Dreamwave run they did before IDW picked up Transformers. Yes. That was the second season where they did 3D Transformers and then traditional animated human scenes, yes. Well, Jetfire was Australian. That was played by Scott McNeil, I believe, who is an Australian from Canada playing an Australian. Oh, hey, we got a follow. Thank you, Buster. Wow, how appropriate, because I'm working on the Ecto-1. It was like 2000 CG cell shaded is what it was. But yeah, everyone was very blocky. Everyone was very blocky on that. I've got some figures from that series. Some of the, I mean, Pat Lee had good mecha looks. I didn't mind some of his design, but there was one of the artists they got, whoever did the Fall of Cybertron series, Don Figaro, I think, or something like that. He was amazing with the Fall of Cybertron, and he also did, I believe, some of the artwork for IDW when they took over. Cybertron's pretty fun. Hammed up the accents. Yeah, they did. Giant Planet of... Oh, yeah, Giant... Yeah, Planet of... Yeah. Soundwave was... Soundwave was pretty interesting in that. I never really followed the IDW because that was also around the same time the comic shop I went to closed down, so I really didn't find a comic shop after that. I used to be a big collector in the Sonic Archie comics, too. I think I've got issues 1 through 130-something, I think. Oh, War and Fall of Cybertron are amazing games. Those are fantastic. High Moon did a kick-ass job of those. I'll probably end up playing those on the channel at some point in time. Probably when I run out of parts for the Ecto-1 or when I don't feel like building, I will be doing System Saturdays where I will be playing various games on all my consoles I've got here. So, anyway, we are working on... All right, we just got the fender done. Wowee, that wasn't all that hard. So we've got... So basically, we're going to be doing more wiring work on the body. So let's go ahead and get that over here now. So let's move, once again, kind of shuffle things around. Get that up. Swing this over. And let's open the next package for the Ecto-1. If we're talking War and Fall of Cybertron, yes. It was a very Cybertronian look to how everyone would have been pre-Generation 1, and I did enjoy that. And plus, again, the writings of those games was amazing and fantastical. And I'm just upset that Activision killed off High Moon Studios. Well, it necessarily wasn't Activision, but they did help drive the series into the ground when they forced the Dark of the Moon game. Unfortunately, it was the Deadpool game, I believe, that is what killed High Moon Studios. Because they worked on that as well, which I haven't played all the way through yet. It was pretty decent from what I have played of it. But I don't think that did as well as they wanted to. And I think that's what caused Activision to fold High Moon over, yeah. Yeah, the Deadpool game, it wasn't all that bad. It wasn't all that bad, but yeah, you're right. It was very bad. I think what they were kind of going for was have just the popularity of Deadpool really just push that game through, and I don't think that worked, unfortunately, because that was like at the height of where the internet found out about Deadpool. It's like, OMG, Deadpool, he's so loyal to randoms. I mean, I didn't mind Deadpool that much. I found out about him back early 90s, or not early 90s, no. I found out about him in high school. So we're talking like 2000, 2001. Sophomore. Okay, why is this sitting the way it's sitting? Oh, because the hood's sitting that way. Okay. Okay, so that's still going to look good. Okay. Back before he... Yeah, look at me sound like a damn hipster. But yeah, back before Deadpool exploded onto the scene, I grabbed a few of his comics back when he was cursed by Loki to look like Tom Cruise. Alright, which ones do I need? I need the BP bolts here. And here are the BP bolts. Yeah, I haven't gone back and read my Deadpool comics, so I don't know how well those really aged. So maybe I'll have to do that by next week. Who knows, though? Probably not, though. Because I'll forget about it because other things will come up. God, McFarlane wrote for Deadpool? That had to have been before Spawn, and he created Image then, so... Back before, he was showing his balls to everybody. And if you get that joke, awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and... Let's see... Well, for a while... Well, he wasn't always fourth wall breaking. It was just... He knew his own narration. At least when I first started playing, or not playing, wow. When I first started reading Deadpool, it wasn't really fourth wall break after fourth wall break. That really wasn't until around the time of Civil War, I think, is when they really hammed that part of his character up. But no, a lot of it was just, he just couldn't shut up and stop talking. That's why he took the contract out to what's it called? Hunt down the Punisher. He needed to pay his phone bill because he just couldn't stop talking to himself. Alright, catch you later there, Granite. Thanks for hanging out. We got a lot more coming on later today if you do happen to swing on back by. Yeah, that was also, like, part of the run I watched Deadpool's. I've watched, Jesus hell, no, read of Deadpool I forget who the artist was, but everyone was just hulking with muscle, and it was just, ugh, come on. The guy that originally did Cable is who it was. Is who it was at. And this is before the Cable and Deadpool series as well. Yeah, so Spawn basically, yeah, that is right. Okay, so next door we are going for W. And let's go ahead and set that on its side for now. Let's look, I think. Yep, there it is. Go ahead and separate that. That will need to be... Oh, look at that. Look at that. How nice. Why is there a... That's going to be interesting. That will be interesting. Anyway, let's get some EM bolts ready for this next part as well. Oh, yeah, I recall X-Force. I never read the series, but I knew X-Force. I knew of X-Force. 90s? Yeah, 90s were pretty good for video games, in a lot of cases, yeah. I guess it depends on what you grew up with as well. Like, it was great for the Super NES and Genesis. Yeah, you're right there, yeah. A lot of series were introduced and peaked in the 90s. Like, I am a strong believer that, say what you want about them, but my favorite Final Fantasy games are 4 and 6, also known as 2 and 3 here in the US. Kind of the same with Mega Man. Like this, I think the X series peaked at X3, while X4 was good. It just led to a lot of story mess that came with the later games. Yeah, turn-based RPGs, that's what I really enjoyed. I'm not a big fan of the action RPGs where you just control one person running around on the battlefield. Unless that's like an MMO game. Super Mario World, yeah, Link to the Past, yeah, those are great. StarCraft came out in the 90s, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, StarCraft, Warcraft series came out in the started in the 90s. Command and Conquer was 90s. Because I had a few Command and Conquer guys. I was a StarCraft guy in high school. Yeah, Mario Kart. The Battle Network games, they were interesting. They're interesting. I have at least one Battle Network game, and I have two Battle Network games. I have Battle Network 2 on the Game Boy Advanced, and then I have the GameCube Battle Network game, actually. So, yeah. Got that. Okay. That's like a little too big for that, so let's use this one. Oh yeah, that's going a lot better now. Let's give you guys something to look at. Give you guys a little something to look at here, because I'm being greedy again. Kind of doing everything off camera. There we go. And then that will probably have to run... Will that run along the back? I don't know. Anyway, now we got to get the fender out. And we got a little thingamajig right here to attach to the fender. And that will slip right in there. And I got to grab a bolt to go right up in here. So which one is that? That is a GM bolt. There we go. weirdly, I consider many of these games classic or foundation games. Okay, Wolfenstein, Doom 1, yeah. Let's see. I wasn't much of a PC gamer back in those early days just because the family didn't have that kind of a PC. I actually had to build my own gaming PC way back in the day. So we were mostly a Nintendo fan because that's what my parents bought us when we were young, was an NES. And it wasn't until, gosh, I want to say the sunset of the Super NES, 98, 99, I think, when I got my own Super NES and started buying my own consoles out from there. There we go. Got that done. And now this Gazunta here. Alright, let's take a look here real quick. So that's how all that sits. That just... Oh! Okay, this will be crossing over up into here. That's how that'll do that. That's how that does that. Okay. Yeah, that... Oh. I guess that's... yeah, that just sits like that, so okay. I don't want to say good RPG. Famous first Final Fantasy games, turn-based combat. But on a grid. Kind of open world naval. Interesting. Okay. Well, we each have our own likes and dislikes on games. I don't mind turn-based. I probably prefer that as far as like RPG goes because I do like that with a party system where you can control everybody individually. That's what I like for my RPGs, or at least like my JRPGs, I guess. Like that's part of the reason I never got into Kingdom Hearts is because, well, it sounds like an interesting concept, but you only control one character. So at the time, I'm like, well, what's the point then? If I can't really tell my party members what to do, I'm just walking around hacking and slashing with big Mickey Mouse feet. So I never got into a game like that up until it was probably Phantasy Star Online. That is probably my first quote-unquote action RPG. And I played the ever-loving heck out of that. Diablo, I'm not sure when Diablo came out. Yeah, I've played Final Fantasy Tactics. I've got the green release of Tactics on my PlayStation. If I want to play it, I just gotta find the old memory card that has that file on it. Let's see, J and L's. That's what I need here. They are probably. Yeah, Phantasy Star was awesome. I played up until the end of the Sega servers on the GameCube. And then for a while after that, me and my friends played on the Shithack servers because that was the only server available at the time for that game. And that was a lot of fun. I do recall the Green Army Men games. I never played them, but I do recall them, yes. These are LMs. LMs go in the front. I think they're also they may have been the same series or a separate series, but I think there was also Sarge's Heroes. It might have been Sarge's Heroes Green Army Men, but it was along the same vein. Yeah, no, I mean... Yeah, I tried PSO2 as well. It didn't have the same grab. You're right. Now, that might just because I don't have that old gang of friends to play with anymore on Phantasy Star Online 2, and by extension, New Genesis. But it's just too much premium currency, I think, in that game. And... okay, yeah, talking Green Army Men. I really can't comment on the whole Green Army Men thing, but but I did play Phantasy Star Universe. That was a good, honestly, I think if they did Phantasy Star Universe with Phantasy Star Online 2's Photon Arts are the okay, yep, they're working. Yep, thanks for the follow there, tired old soul. Ouch, that kind of hurts. That kind of hurts, but you know what? I feel you on that one there, buddy. I feel you on that one. Oh, and a Prime. Wow, look at that. Thanks a lot there. Thanks a lot there, tired. Maybe I'll just call you a kindred soul. But, I mean, Phantasy Star Universe was good. The only thing I really didn't like about that, other than the grinding system, was the Photon Art system. The Forces and Hunters got really fancy moves, while the Rangers just were limited to their bullets. Wow. But in Phantasy Star, well, actually, first it was Phantasy Star Zero on the DS, but then was brought over to Phantasy Star Online 2, was the Photon Art system there, where, you know, the Rangers had, like, really neat gunshots and sniper shots and things like that. I think if they just did that in Phantasy Star Universe, that game would have been a whole lot better. Oh, yeah, thanks for that all. This is the BPO community at large here on WBPL, so you'll just find a lot of weird, random things going on here. Mostly games, to begin with. Obviously, I've got this model building going on right now. But, yeah. Welcome. There we go. All right, got the fenders on. Yes, mini painting, you're right. Yeah, Parallax does do mini painting. I would love to hang out with him if it wasn't so gosh darn late on a Thursday night for me, though. And look at that. There we go. Look at that. Front of the car's coming along nicely. Look at that. She's looking good. She is looking good. Ooh, we're starting to work on the antenna now. Look at that. There's the antenna assembly. And 77D. That must be... Oh, that's what this is. That's just the antenna down. I see. Oh yeah. Thanks for stopping by. We're pretty busy on Saturdays, so if you swing around later on, we've got Foxy coming on about an hour or so after I get off, in about half an hour. He'll be playing some BattleTech, I believe, and we'll put that in after I attach the antenna. But yeah, he'll be playing some BattleTech after I punch out for the day, and then we've got another group streaming even after him, so there's a lot going on. There will be a lot going on today, so you will not be left with a blank screen, I don't think. Let's go ahead and take that down, attach it. Let's go put that on here. All right. It's going to annoy me a little bit for now. Okay, that comes up and through then. And that is right here. Push that through. Grab the screw, the bolt, get that down into place. Yeah, we got a lot going on tonight. Thanks for the schedule there, lineup. Yeah, the courtesy flush I think Crow, Hat, and Diggs will be getting back at it on the courtesy flush a little bit later on today as well. There we go. I really shouldn't do this because I'm sure I'm going to be flipping the car over a lot more, but there's the antenna. Ta-da. Looking nice. Looking kind of fancy. Ooh. Wait. Oh, they want me to disconnect that. I see. All right. I got about half an hour, so let's try and finish up the front of the car here. Let's try and at least finish this up today. We might not get to the windshield just because there's a lot of parts coming in from outside this initial set, which is kind of exciting though, because she's really starting to come together now. All right, so that just sits in like that. Hopefully the bolts will hold that in a little bit. Yeah, EPs, yeah. All right, yeah, let's just take the antenna out. Take the antenna out, we're going to put it in the bag. Well, I mean, nothing's stopping you from still getting that malt drink. I'll be on for about another half hour. I've got, as I said earlier, I've got to meet up with actually some other Ghostbusters. We're doing a little bit of a community event. Some buddies of mine. And I'm going to be meeting up with them. And, uh-oh. Oh, EPs. Where are the EPs at? Oh, here they are. All right, we need, what, 3 of these? Yeah, three of these. Hey, Pistol, thanks for swinging on through, buddy. All right, there we go. And got that there. Grab this. There we go. One more in place before we tighten these off. All right. Uh-oh, come on. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of an issue just because it's not seated. Doesn't seem to be seated all that well. There we go. That should catch it. That should catch it. There we go. And that's pulling it down now. That's good. That's good. Hydrate, yes. Give me just 1 second, and I will definitely hydrate. The planned next model? Currently, I don't really have a model planned out. All right, let's get that hydrate done with real quick. See, I do. Crazy strong. I don't have a model planned out next because, in theory, the Ecto-1 itself would take about 2 years to complete just because of how Eagle Moss does their subscription-based model kits. But I do have something else planned for the stream if I can work it out. I just got to figure out how to get a camera and everything set up because I've actually got a bench I wouldn't mind reworking some of the old wood of it on, and streaming that I think would be kind of fun. And why not share that with everybody? All right, up next is we get to attach the grill to the front. So while I disconnect the wires for that, let's go ahead and hit another commercial break, and I'll catch you guys in just a few minutes.
After these messages, I'll show you how I do my own stunts.
Let's go racing! It's Super Mario Kart Funny Car Madness! Only on Super NES! Turn the track into a giant mud pit! Or burn rubber on ice, wood, or asphalt! Mix it up with the big boys! See Bowser in his Bigfoot-topping truck! See Yoshi's go-kart really go! Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shells! Dynamite! Check your rear view and make him eat dust! Or go into battle mode and ruin his day! 2 speeds! Fast and way too fast! It's 2-player fun on the split screen! Only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System! Now you're playing with power, superpower!
There are lots of teddy bears, but only one Teddy Ruxpin.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin.
Hi, Teddy.
Your friend is what I'd like to
He's
be.
alive. How does he do that? He's a magic bear.
One day, we found an old treasure map. The treasure was supposed to be
my friend Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin comes with storybook and cassette. Other stories sold separately, batteries not included.
All I wanted was a big bowl of Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns. But is this my last swirl of sweet cinnamon?
Maybe not.
Save some for me, Jimmy!
There's a cyclone of cinnamon in every bowl of Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns, part of this complete breakfast.
Glad you could drop in, CB.
Don't just sit there. Pass the milk.
How do you cure boredom? With board games! Mini Clue Jr. out of control and sorry. Free on specially marked boxes of Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns.
The Toon's looniness is at stake.
No more silliness.
So they take it to Congress.
Bill a Buster.
Watch an all-new Tiny Toon Adventures tomorrow on Fox.
There's no need to be frightened. It's only little Dracula. He doesn't frighten Igor, the brains of the family, or his friends like Deadwood. And he certainly doesn't frighten his enemies like Garlic Man. So don't be afraid of little Dracula. He's looking for fun, just like you. Little Dracula from DreamWorks.
Now back to our program. Sheesh, don't get bent out of shape.
All right, I got that apart. God, you see, that was back when commercials had storylines to them. Like, I remember the mini Cinnabon commercials, and the idea behind that was the reason that guy was shrunk down is because he was delivering Cinnabons, and then like he got hit with a shrink ray and shrunk down. That was the original basis for that commercial. Yeah, that little Dracula, no, I think that I don't recall that one either, surprisingly enough. Coming from me, I don't remember that either myself. But, the cartoon block I'm pulling these out of seems to have some very peculiar, maybe specific area-centric shows and things like that. But yeah, next, like I said, we're attaching the grill on. So that's going to be going right up here in the front. So I'm going to need, after putting this in place, the biggest narrative in the advertisements was the G.I. Joe commercials, because those like almost had like a literal storyline from one commercial line to the other. It was nuts. Those old G.I. Joe commercials. Okay, I'm going to need LMs and BPs to put this together on the bottom side. So let's get those LMs ready. Well, those necessarily weren't Saturday morning commercials. It was just all toy commercials. A lot of toy commercials were like that. Anything aimed towards kids was like that. And yeah, BPs, I said? Yeah, BPs. Yep. Set those in there. And then the BPs, we'll get those opened up. Well, like Buster, if you're along for some of my streams, you're going to see advertisements for probably a lot of things. You did not get there in England, because I got a lot more that will be coming on the way. There won't be any repeat commercial blocks for a while. Repeat commercials, yes, but blocks themselves, no. All right, so the LMs will go about here. Let me just kind of swing this around, make it a little bit easier for you guys. There we go. Oh, look, that sits nicely. That sits nicely. Which ones are the LMs again? No, that's the question. That's the next question. That's these long boys here. Yeah, these is long boys. Let's get those. All right. That one started. Let's grab the second one. Oh, it was slipping right into place. That's wonderful. That just feels wonderful. That just felt nice. All right, that's threaded in. Okay, now where do these? Okay, the BPs are going to hold the wiring in place. Okay. Wow. I think I might actually need a flashlight for that. Oh, no, I see now. I see now. Come on. There we go. Although if I was going to choose another model from Eagle Moss, they are currently running the Enterprise D Galaxy class as another one of their subscription kits, and that one might be kind of neat to build. Personally, I prefer the Constitution Refit class, but you know what? I might build a Galaxy class, or maybe a Defiant class if they so chose to do those as well. But again, it ended up being fairly, overall, in the end, yeah, it's going to be expensive just because of its sheer size and everything like that. But I think the detail helps justify it all, though. Okay, that seems like a bit of a stretch. Let's see if we can at least start that. All right, at least start that. And yeah, the Thunderchild. That was a Miranda class. That was a early Miranda class, yeah. I enjoy the Star Trek series. That was fun. Oh, that's okay. Yep. Again, Mike did a great job DMing that. And all the players were just fun, chaotic, and whimsical. There we go. Look at that. And favorite class, again, for me, like I said, I'm a big fan of the Constitution Refit, but also being a Deep Space Nine fan, come on, the Defiant is a sexy beast. She's a great ship as far as Federation goes. So that's my answer. All right, got the wheel in there. Hey! And then, remember those wire clips we put in earlier? That's where these go. Those kind of get tucked into there. Let's do that without crushing my glasses, because I would like to see, eventually after this. Let's at least okay, one at a time maybe. Well, all right. Let me kind of come around here. A better look. Well, oh wait, that's because I'm trying to do it the wrong way. I go under like that. That's right. Putting the elbows in. Swing you guys around. The Battlestar Galactica, yeah, the Battlestar class, yeah, that's a good, that's a fun class. Yeah, that's just too dark for me right now. Aha, but I do have this. Well, either way, just kind of. Uh-oh. There. I was chewing down on some wiring there. That wasn't very good. No, all right. Come on, get in there. There we go. Okay. Got those in there. Well, I can always try and play with the wiring off stream as well. That's the basic idea. Next bit is connecting up here. Alright, so what we've got now is it's going to be 4 bolts, correct? Yep, 4 GM bolts. Two, three, 4. There we go. There we go. Put these in here. Let's get you guys moved back over here. Back by Mr. Stay Puffed. All right. Again, for something like this, you don't want to put everything, you don't want to put one bolt in and tighten it down. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start each individual bolt into the hole. That way, most likely, you'll need some wiggle room to properly line everything up. And if you tighten one bolt down all the way, you might not have that wiggle room if you lock everything hard into place. There we go. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm kind of there with you. Like I said, I might try and clean it up off stream. Other than that, we'll just be here all day swearing at the wiring. So hopefully it'll probably might look a little prettier by next week. We'll see. We'll see. Exactly. Look at that. She's looking pretty good. She's starting to look really, really nice on the outside. But let's go ahead and just trigger that OCD again here and just look at that wire management. Oh, that's just beautiful. How's that for some beautiful wire management? Yeah, look at that. That's just triggering as all hell. Oh, probably pissing you right off. Okay. 10 minutes. You know what? I think we've got time. Let's put the windshield in. Let's go ahead and install the front windshield. And I will call it at that. That down there. Just grab all these. It's fairly easy to work with, yeah. Yeah. But it's starting to get heavy. It's starting to get heavy. All right. Let's put the extra bolts right there. Let's go ahead and save the antenna. We'll just put that inside the carriage body. And let me... There is the windshield frame. The bolts needed. Alright, that is... Luckily, that's just glass in place of... I mean, that's plastic in place of glass, which I am happy for. And it's just as simple as... Alright, everybody ready to savor the peelies together? There, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that. And then we'll just get that in place there. I said get that in place. There we go. And then I believe this sits like, no, it goes in like this. There we go. There we go. Well, if you want more satisfaction, hang around. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more windows to do, and I'm sure they're all covered up like that. So that'll be fun. Cardinals are back at it again. Don't know if you can hear them, but there they are. Let's go ahead and try and start. Not for double tap that time. Oh. And there goes the cuckoo clock. That one did not catch. But that one is. Whoop. Come on. Get off. There we go. Come on, you. It's good. It's good. We're good. Nothing else broke. Nothing big broke. Put that in there. We got... Oh, I got to find that. But we're good. We're good. And then in the front here... Oh, come on. I just realized I have it sitting fairly odd. So... There. Hopefully that's less odd now. Bolt start. Another one. And let's get that last one in there. Get that started. Doesn't feel like it did. Oh, come on, play nice. Play nice. There it is. There it goes. Let's get these all tightened in. And the last one, there we go. There we are. All right, friends. There we are. All right, so let's go back over what we did today. Basically got both fenders attached, built, put the chrome stripping on for the hood, got the glass in, and a little bit of the wiring straightened out on the bottom, as well as a couple of odds and ends constructed as well. Like I said, I would be going a little bit longer, but I've got some plans to go out with one of my old Ghostbusters groups. So hope you guys had fun, and we'll catch you on next time. In a couple hours, I believe Foxy will be playing some Battletech, so why not tune in for him? Until then, you guys have a good day.